And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The numbers for Diggs from a week ago. 6 catches, 119 yards.
3rd in the league in receiving yards, and that's a strong number. That means he's being consistent each and every time out.
Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
It also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Hakeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
The ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Wide open receiver complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense, because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
From the gun, it's Allen. A quick throw, but incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
On the ground, it's Singletary. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Carrier. Eddie Goldman on the stop. A gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Are they going to cover him? That's 4 catches and the touchdown grab on that opening drive.
But what we're seeing so far, I believe, is their understanding that they want to go to him and off it, but also they know they've got to move him around a little bit, get him into some different spots to continue to find open space to throw him the football. Otherwise, I just run 2 or 3 guys at him. They're doing a nice job of finding his way open, scheming him, as they like to say.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
This is Hines. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Foles. And that incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Yards to
Foles. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
Bears first down.
Now it's Hines. Taron Johnson made the stop.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Complete to
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
first down, Chicago.
They run with Hines, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackled by A.J. Epinesa. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Now Foles. This will be caught just inside the 10. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Bears on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. And it's caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They go play action here on first down. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
8 yards.
As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this one is right through. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first.
Bills.
That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment.
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because they did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection. And he fires one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Intercepted by the Bears. They'll take
It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He gets it left side to Johnson. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And his kick here is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
We now proceed to the start of the second half. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. The left side caught by Diggs. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
It's a gain of
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Allen's throw is complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll flip this quickly out to Beasley. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Quick throw here by Allen, complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of
Give him 9 there on the first first down completion. First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. They'll run here with Singletary. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. And they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll look to run with Singletary. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Devin Singletary with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead. And his kick is right through. So that one an 8-play drive. It spanned 75 yards. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. After the touchdown pass to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And the Bears first down.
Foles on the give to Montgomery. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down. The 3rd quarter now at a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
At the 38-yard line.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage. One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Their own 20-yard line.
The football back to the Bills and Stephon Diggs. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Pick up of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And he's got his man on the out route. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
That's
He'll
good.
get a couple yards on that one. And the Bills will move the chains. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Allen going to get this one to Singletary. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Complete to Devin Singletary. A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They will run with Singletary. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
41-yard line.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 36. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. They go right back to Singletary. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So now an important conversion attempt here as the Bills line up to go for 2. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Flush to his right. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. They'll look to throw here on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Levi Wallace with a pick. There he goes right side. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. So after the INT, it's Allen. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Matt Milano, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And now here's a deep shot that's complete and unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
It's second down and 10.
To throw again. Allen. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. Not much there, only a yard. Foles, clock moving, trying to hurry everybody up to the line of scrimmage. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be caught. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible two-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for two here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So 20 seconds remain. It'll come down to this. And this is going to be recovered by the Bills, and that should all but do it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Going deep for Diggs. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Incomplete on the jump ball.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Allen to throw. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 2-score game. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Bills 31.
A little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Bills, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Bears, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't